What up, everybody, man? Welcome back. Keeping weight off with your boy, Big C, Cornell Broussard, aka DJ Savon. Remember, y'all can follow me on Twitter at CB4 underscore uncommon, on Instagram at CB at DJ Savon. Run that back. All right, episode 7, man. For the couples, man, and for the single people out there, man. If you want to grab some nuggets from, the information that's gonna be put out on this episode, feel free to do so. That's why we're doing it. You know, uh, power couple this is what I envision as a power couple. You know, two people that's out there getting it in their career fields and in life and with this fitness journey. And that's very important, especially for us Black folks. So without further ado, man, episode 7, couples who sweat together, stay together, featuring Covington High girls track coach, Miss April Sam, and R&B recording artist, Bryson Cupid Bernard. What up, y'all?
What's happening?
Hello. How are y'all doing out there?
Man, thank y'all for coming on, man. Thank y'all for coming on and dropping some nuggets for us, man.
Oh, absolutely.
So first off,
we didn't know we were a power couple.
Hey, man, everybody got different views on power couples, but that's my views on it. So I said it, that's my views on it. Starting off, I just asked everybody, man, just give a little spill about yourself. Y'all can go one at a time.
Okay, well, I am April Sams, and as Big C said, I am the track coach, girls head coach at Covington High School. I also ran track back in my day. I ran at Manville High School, and then at LSU, I was a hurdler. I graduated from LSU in 2001 in kinesiology, which means the study of movement. So I've been in this field pretty much all my life.
Awesome.
And I'm Bryson Bernard, known as Cupid, graduate of the greatest high school ever assembled.
I know.
Starts out of high school.
Yes, sir.
And I ran 2 years at UL. I began to pursue my music career 2 years, and then fortunately things worked out. I am a recording artist, man. I traveled around the world, so a couple of million records, and just constantly trying to stay healthy, and that way I can give maximum performances when I'm out and about.
That is an awesome point you made, and we're gonna start there. So as an entertainer, man, like especially with the dance, because man, I ain't gonna lie, man, that's a workout, man. That, the Cupid Shuffle is a workout in itself, but not only Cupid Shuffle, all the other ones. And so kind of talk about, like whenever you realize, okay, I'm going with this, I need to keep my body up. Like what's your routine? What was something you got into to keep your body in shape to be able to perform on that stage in front of the thousands and the millions of people?
Well, man, when I was in college, I was a $175, man, all abs, no chest, man. And, so it was cool to, take the shirt off and, do all the dances and stuff. And then after I got signed, to be completely honest, man, once I kind of got my little money right, we started traveling. And we traveled.
Yeah.
Gas station after gas station after gas station after fast food spot, man. So maybe between 2007 and 2009, man, I just lost all of my, my fitness. It was more music and food.
Yeah.
And it got kind of crazy. My weight I went from like in the hundreds to like mid 200, 250, 260, man. And the next thing you know, I had a situation where I caught a stroke, man. And I caught that stroke, man. That was the biggest, like eye opener for me to start getting back on my fitness 100%, because there was stress and it was just me not taking care of myself, man. Just eating anything.
Most definitely, man. Well, thank God, man. Not for the stroke, but thank God you was able to recover, and then get on that journey to get back, to what you said, $175, all abs, no chest. So
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, if I get to $175, she might think that I'm sick, man. You might take me to the hospital. So, low twos is good. Low twos is cool.
Yeah, that's good, man. You know, that's good, especially when you get older, man. That's awesome. So, Ms. April, what about you? You know, after LSU, you know, you're not running track no more. How, you know, what was the regimen for you to stay in shape?
Well, after I graduated, I became a personal trainer.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had to, you know, practice what I preach. So, you know, that was never really a huge issue for me because I was always around people working out. I worked out with my clients and things like that. And then I had 2 babies. And after I had 2 babies, then it was like, uh-oh. And then age. And it was like, uh-oh, this weight is starting to creep up on me.
Yeah.
And so I knew, like, for me to feel my best, I needed to look my best, you know, and to, you know, so I jumped back on it. I even would wake up 4 o'clock in the morning just to go work out before I go to work because I knew after work, then I had practice and I had my kids. So 4 a.m. I was up in the gym because I knew that that's for my sanity and just for health, you know, because I'm like, you know, I got to be around for my kids.
Most
so
definitely.
You have to, you know, think about those things, not only just, you know, for your body, but just being around for your kids and your family.
Yeah, because it's not you no more. You know, like you said, you got your kids.
Exactly.
And then, I don't know, for everybody out there listening, you know, everybody, 4 a.m., that's, whoo. I was struggling waking up at 5:30.
Right.
So, 4, that's a dedication right there, man.
Gym is empty at that time.
You're right.
So, you know.
You are absolutely right about that. It's definitely empty. You might got 1 or 2, but it's definitely empty.
Yes.
So, what exercise, like cardio or weights? Which one you prefer? And that's a question for both of y'all.
I prefer both. My body reacts better to heavy weights. Muscle burns fat. So the more muscle you have, the more you're burning calories while you're not working out.
Exactly.
So I like to do, you know, like I'll do a week where I'm just doing weights, just doing heavy weights. And then the next week I'll do cardio and weights. And then like my rest week is pretty much all cardio.
Okay.
Because you do need that time where you're just keeping your heart at a steady state where you're burning more fat than, you know, getting your heart into different other exercise zones. Okay. But you do need that combination because your body always adapts. So your body, you know, your body adapts to what you're doing. So you have to change it up.
That's a nugget right there. Yeah. That's definitely a nugget right there because I didn't know that when I first started. You know, I was working out with your brother, Rock. And we was doing, you know, the bodybuilding, working out. And first it was hard as crap. Like, I'm talking about drop sets, supersets. I'm like, bro, I am not skinny. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. Why the hell am I doing this? And then once you continue to do it, it got super easy to the point where I was like, okay, what's next?
Right.
So, you know, that's a nugget for everybody out there. Your body will adapt.
Yes.
If you keep doing the same thing, your body will adapt.
So you have to change it up. You have to change it up.
And, you know, a lot of people don't know that another nugget you dropped is that whenever you lift heavy, you know, your body is still burning when you're not working out.
Absolutely.
And that's another nugget for a lot of people that, you know, didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, B, what about you, man?
Well, for myself, it's kind of opposite. Like, you know, I dance a lot and I move around a lot. So, like, the more I, you know, pump iron and, you know, like I get like here. And, you know, one of the things that she's taught me a lot is like flexibility, you know, just being like here, like, you know, I was walking wrong and just so many things, man, because my body was just tight, you know. So it's opposite, man. I love cardio. I love doing different intervals. Like she programmed some really good workouts for us where we do a lot of, you know, weights, but in time, like time frame, like 12 sets cardio, 12 sets cardio. And for me, it helps, you know, to keep my weight down and keep me streamlined, you know, to be able to do what I do good, which is be on stage and dancing and running around, stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Like Rock told me he worked out with y'all once. And funny story, Rock. I know you probably gonna watch this and be like, hey, bro. You probably gonna be like, you rough there, but he was just like, bro,
He hung in there, man.
And I was just like, I could imagine because what he does is totally different than I know. Just what B said, just that I know it's different because Rock's strong and shit. So he live heavy. Macho Man Randy Savage, and then he work out.
He switched it on him real good.
Switch it up on him, and then it's just like, ooh. So I know if y'all throw him out the frame, y'all have me. I'll be crawling to the edge of the.
You gotta build. Like once your body gets used to it again, you gotta build. You have to build. Your body gets used to it, and then it's easy. Like there was one at workout where every time we did something, we would sprint. And so at first, sprinting was hard because we haven't sprinted in forever. Then it got easy. And then we didn't do it for a couple weeks and then did it again. And it was like starting over again.
And we talking about a full sprint, like
100 meters.
Competition sprint?
I mean, not,
not competition, but
or nothing.
Yeah.
But it was, you challenge yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Lord.
Right.
Ooh,
it's good though. You work up to it. Yep. It's good. Gets your heart rate up. It's like that HIIT kind of workout. That high intensity interval training.
That is something that I got into with my trainer now. And she's a woman. And it's crazy that, women trainers, they be on that HIIT workout stuff hard. Like that's her thing. I'm not worried about how much you can lift. And that's what been helping me with my weight loss journey. It was just like, I'm lifting, but I'm lifting like I'm still playing football. Or, I'm competition lifting, trying to lift 315. But for what?
Right.
Like, why? See? Why do you need that?
And you don't.
With her, it's more high reps, different movements. What Cupid said, flexibility. Now I can stretch. I can even get back in the 3-point stance. I ain't do that since 2006.
Wow.
So,
wow.
At football practice today, I'm snapping to the kids like, at center for the defensive lineman to get over the ball. So it's kind of like, they're like, all right, coach, he really can snap. Like, right. I just had to get in shape a little bit to show y'all.
Right.
That's her thing. And another thing that's been helping, and what I want y'all to chime in on, give some nuggets on that is nutrition. That's been the Achilles heel. We from Lafayette, and in this state of Louisiana, Lafayette is the best city
in the world.
area.
In the world.
You can say in the world. When it comes to food, because we can cook everything.
I put money on that. Ain't nobody touching.
Well, I'm from New Orleans area, and we got good food.
It's good.
I will say this. I give y'all seafood. When it come to balling seafood, I give y'all po' boys, even though the hot sausage po' boy is debatable,
And stop right there. That's it. You can stop right there.
That's what I'm about to say. That's it. Because y'all don't know how to make a gravy. Y'all don't know how to make no gravy. Y'all barely cooking a black pot.
Y'all put way too much salt on your food.
Hold up. I will say this. A lot of people don't know that whenever you cook with a lot of smoked meat like we do, because we love to cook with smoked meat, you don't have to put as much salt or no seasoning because it's already seasoned. Yeah. But some people that don't know and never really was taught by my mom and them, they gonna mess that up. But the people that was taught by my mom, we know better. So nutrition, kind of give us some nuggets on that.
Nutrition is 90% of health. 90%.
I thought it was 80. Y'all taking another pretend like that.
It's 90. It's 90. Because you cannot out-train a bad diet. You cannot out-train a bad diet. And the thing is, we work out really, really hard during the week. And for me, and now, I'm getting older and my hormones are different. And so my metabolism is slowing down. So if I'm bad on the weekends, I'm spending all the next week trying to get off what I put on that last weekend.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, all I did, I just had some dessert. I just, I had a burger, but it sits. And no matter how hard I work that week, I'm just trying to get off what I just did. So it's like you have to continuously think about what you're putting in your body because it's important. It's important. And for me, I'm not the kind of person that says all or nothing. Like if you're starting off, it's not change everything. It's one thing at a time because your body has to be used to it. If you just change everything all at once, your body's not gonna like that. Yeah. And it's gonna be like, wait, what are you doing? So pick one thing. Okay, I'm gonna start with breakfast. I'm gonna start eating breakfast. And then what am I gonna eat for breakfast? I'm gonna eat something clean for breakfast. And then, go from there. And then, okay, snack. What's a good snack? Okay, then lunch. So it's not just changing everything all at one time, changing your workouts all at one time because your body can't handle that. Your body can't handle that.
Most
and then
definitely.
One thing I will say too about, and I always tell him, there's a part of your brain called the hypothalamus. Okay. Your hypothalamus. This is some kinesiology stuff. Okay. So your hypothalamus tells your body how much it should weigh. Okay. So that's why it's so important to lose weight slowly, because like if you watch The Biggest Loser and how they lose all this weight, but then you look at them 6 months from then, they put back on all that weight. They didn't enough time to catch up. Yeah. So your hypothalamus, if you're 200 pounds and you're trying to lose 10 pounds, it's best to do it slowly because your hypothalamus is saying, no, I need to be 200 pounds. That's where I'm comfortable. So you can do whatever you want and it's going to try and hold on to it. But if you lose 1 pound, then the brain is like, okay, I can deal with this 1 pound, and then 1 pound the next week or 2 pounds the next week. But if you lose 10 pounds in a weekend, as soon as you put something else in your body, it's going right back up. Because your brain controls that. Your brain controls that. So it's always best to do things slowly so that your brain and your body can keep up.
And you see, my actual primary doctor, Dr. Higgins, he said that on episode 2. He was like, your body wants to stay at its heaviest weight. It's comfortable there.
Yep.
And every time you lose, it's still trying to get back up there. But Absolutely. Now you went into the actual science of so another nugget. That's another nugget. So, like, it's funny that you say that because, especially with as you get older, they say as you get older, everything get hard. Like, I just found out today, I tore my triceps tendon. Now I gotta have surgery.
Oh, no.
Off a simple fall. And it's like, I know I'm heavier, but still off a simple fall. Back in my high school days, I would do that and pop right back up, shake it off, like coach say, walk it off, bro. Walk it off. And then get back to going. But just the same thing with eating, my personal trainer forced me to get a scale. She was just like, you have to get a scale to see the progress.
You do.
You can't just go off of how you look in the mirror.
Right.
And that has been a drastic change because, like you said, if I'm gonna have my cheat meal on Saturday and weigh-in is on Sunday, that scale not gonna be
right. Exactly.
It's not gonna work.
Exactly.
It's not gonna work. So that is you gotta play with it. That's something, especially with your nutrition, you gotta play with it.
Right.
And like as a from that Lafayette area, how hard is it, Cupid? Like with the nutrition side of it?
I mean, it's insane. You got to think. I grew up on bumming. I grew up on bumming hot dogs. I grew up on Laura's and country cuisine. I grew up on I grew up on Big Daddy burgers at 2 in the morning.
Oh man, undefeated right up.
I mean, that's what we know, And then I grew up on, as soon as it's 60 degrees, a pot of gumbo. I grew up on boudin, crackling, Billy's, Don's,
Best Stop, cheese, all of it.
Hedros. I mean, none of this goes on. Like, anywhere you go, everything we ever did, man, you already know, even before football games. I remember they used to bring us some of the craziest stuff to eat. Like this ain't no pre-football meal, but it was just the culture here, man. And then, even with them kids, snack, cookie cake, it's always something. And my mom always had something good for you popping off. It was just crazy. So for me, especially when I became an adult, man, it was like, and then I was financially able to just get anything I wanted anytime. And I pull up and just get a box of those. I remember when the zebra case came out with the round ones. And you remember them the little Christmas wreath, Little Debbie cakes, the little Christmas wreath.
Oh man.
I used to eat a box a day. Cause but it was just like I'd be sitting down in the studio, 10 hours. Man, grandma, man, you eat one, you eat two. And you can even ask her, you put some Oreos in this house, cause it's a wrap.
No.
Oh, a line a day, a line goal. but that's cause it was difficult for me, man. Just kind of getting into the flow of things. And I've eaten healthy before, so I know what that is. But I like birthday cake. If it's your birthday, hide your cake. Because I something about cake, bro. I just, I have my things, bro, that I can't run from. However, moderation, bro. And I know what my body does with certain foods now by paying attention. So if I say, okay, I got an event. Like I remember for Zulu, I was trying to look fire, for Zulu. Man, I was on wraps. I was eating clean, dropped down to 217, felt real, good. And then some weekends, man, I just want to like if we know we going out of town or it's a holiday, it's like, okay, we're going to bust it up Thursday because Friday through Sunday is going down. And we go. And then Sunday, Monday we get back. But, living here is definitely tough. All of the odds are against you, bro. Like, think about it, man. Everywhere you turn, I can name you 10 restaurants off the cuff, man, just like that. It is what it is. But you got to make the decision, man, if that's what you want, man, to try to change that, man, and do it in moderation. Because it's everywhere. It ain't easy, bro. I tell people all the time, a 2-pack in Lafayette is better than a 6-pack in California, straight up.
Yep.
Because, man, when I travel, they got Jamba Juice and all these cute little things, little salad place.
Yeah.
Big C, real talk. The first time I ever ate a salad, I was in New York. I had signed my record deal and I was at my manager's house. Yeah. And they were like, come over for dinner. So I get to dinner and they got a big salad bowl in the middle. And I'm looking like, and they didn't bring nothing else out. I said, man, what is this? That was their meal. Of course, they was all walking around with Express jeans and stuff like that, size 30 waist. But, like, I had never even eaten a salad before, dog, until I was a complete adult. So that just goes to show, man, like, here is different, but it can be done.
Yeah.
It can be done. And it's really just, having a support system, man. I mean, we had talked about something the other day, man. It's about surrounding yourself with people who understand that journey, too.
That's the key.
That's one of the biggest things, man, is having a support system because it ain't easy by yourself, bro.
You're right. That is definitely the key. And before we get into that, because that was going to be one of my questions, I know something that women struggle with, and my mama one of them, and I tell her all the time, her nickname is Salute. Salute. You eat them Dr. Peppers, alone, Salute. Women love Dr. Pepper. I don't know what Dr. Pepper do to women, but women.
Caffeine. They don't want to drink coffee, so they drink that for the caffeine and the kick. Because if you notice, most people get addicted to that by working during the day. It's like, I need a Coke, I'm tired, and that's what kind of all gets kicked off from, man, is that bad habit right there.
Soda is the worst.
Yes. Elaborate on that, like, go in,
and that's the thing. It's like, oh my God, we got spray coming at us. But that's one of the things that I always say. That's the first thing you have to get rid of. First of all, you don't want to drink your calories because then you overdo
Another
it.
nugget.
You overdo it. Unless it's like a nice smoothie, like, a meal replacement smoothie or something like that where you have some good stuff in it. But, once you have one, then you're going to have another, and then you're going to have another. And next thing you know, you've had 1,000 calories just from drinking, and then it's filled with sugar. And that's the biggest thing. Sugar is the culprit. Sugar is the thing that our bodies hold on to. We want to burn fat, but we have so much sugar that our bodies can't burn the fat. It's just burning the sugar because we have an abundance of sugar in our system because all we do is put sugar in our system. And so we have to get rid of that stuff in order for our bodies to tap into those fat stores.
Yeah, man. I remember when they was like, you got to give up all the white stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, y'all going to have me like Pookie, man. Y'all have me like Pookie in that room, man.
But you already know in Lafayette, it's rice and. That's just how we grew up. Rice and.
Rice and. You right.
That's it. That's life. Right. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, you gotta switch that up when you know better, you do better, bro.
Exactly. And then another thing is the carbs, because the carbs turn into sugar too. So it's
Absolutely.
like, bro, you mama fix you a grown man plate. She got you a Coke on the side, a whole plate of rice, the rice to the edge of the plate, and then you got the protein on it. And if she even put a vegetable with it, if
Right.
you eat vegetables, so
Right.
like,
Right.
yeah. So,
Right.
that's something that I struggled with for years, yo. I ain't gonna lie, like,
Hey man, don't even trip. I remember that 2006 Northside team. And I can go down from the offensive line to the wide receivers. You ain't the only one.
Oh yeah.
You're the only one that is what it is. I mean, but man, once you know and you surround yourself, that's the main thing, bro. It's just the information and then applying it.
Yeah.
Because all odds is against you, bro.
It is. It is. You're right. Because you can snap back to them bad habits easy.
Right.
Like,
but if you think about just moderation, like you don't have to have the big plate, and one thing that, a lot of times I would tell my client is make your food on the small plate instead of the big dinner plate. Put it on because we tend as people, as Americans, because that's what we do. Every time we get together, we eat, and we tend to think we need to fill up our plate.
yeah.
And especially in the South, if you don't eat everything on your plate, that's disrespectful.
You're right.
Yep. So use the smaller plate. Yep. And then that way you can control your portions.
Yep, portion size.
Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation.
You're absolutely right, because that's what I started switching up. I eat in like a small container or a small bowl now. I don't eat in plates no more. In my house, at least at my house, I don't use plates. I use a small container that I've meal prepping or a bowl. Yep. So I know I can't overdo it. Exactly. And then another thing is, I know for me, and y'all can chime in if y'all struggle with it, is being open to trying new healthy ideas. Because so many friends was just like, see, you should try this. See, you should try that. It's good for you. You're going to like it. And it's just like, man, look, give me the rice and gravy. Like, this is what we do. I'll make a sauce pack. You already know. And we'll go there. But now I'm more open to it. And with having this gout, I had to make a business decision. It was like, see, you want to go through this pain every time you eat the sauce or, the beef meat and all that, or you going to eat the chicken and fish like they telling you to do.
Right.
And the last time it happened, the flare up was so bad, it's just like, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I tapped out. It's just like, it's not worth it. So it's, you got to make that business decision if you want to live the healthy lifestyle. But you also have to have the support system, like we talked about. So kind of talk about like how important that is to have that support system.
It's very important, because if you don't have that support system and you feel like you're doing it on your own, because everybody goes through those times where you don't feel like working out. Like I know I do, and then I have him saying, come on, we got to do this today. And then it's like, all right. And once I get going, I'm good. But if you don't have a support system, you can talk yourself out of it all day long, all the time. And if you don't have that support system, and if I'm trying to eat healthy, and and for instance, if he doesn't want to eat healthy, then am I cooking 2 meals? So it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna cook what he likes, and then that's what I'm gonna eat, and so it makes it harder. But if everybody eats the same thing, and if it's healthy, then that's a good thing. So it's very, very, very important to have that support system, have somebody there that, they know the struggle. They're there to help you. They're there to pick you up when you fall, because you're going to fall sometimes, and it's okay. And it's absolutely okay to fall sometimes. But to have somebody there to pick you up when you fall, that's so important, because if nobody's there, then you fall and you stay there.
Yep. And then you just feel like a failure. But,
absolutely.
Somebody told me failure is good. That means you're working.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they said that, it was just like, okay, if I'm failing, that means I'm working. That means I'm doing something.
Absolutely.
So, that's another important thing. So, like, as a couple, I know, having each other back with that, whether it's working out, eating healthy, but just family members, close friends, they need to be on board too. And that's something, you know, my friends have been doing for me. You know, my mom, I don't live in Lafayette no more, so, you know, I don't get to get my mom cooking all the time, which is good. Which is
Yeah.
good. So, like, that has been helpful because my friends will be like, come on, bro, you don't need that. Oh, they'll just come take it off my plate, be like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And you know, man, I'm gonna be honest. Like, whenever you attack a fitness journey, man, you become an inspiration for other people. So
Yeah.
now, like for you, like myself, like it's not about us anymore. Like,
No.
when I see people and they say, "Oh man, B, you know, looking good, dog," you know, like that inspires them. And even our friends, like, you know, we'll just be sitting down at the house, and every time we're at the house, like somebody be in, they'll be talking to April, be like, so, I need some healthy snacks. Can you give me a suggestion? Now, it's just from looking at her, and they're like, okay, clearly she works out, she's in shape. Like, it inspires people. So, there's a point where you're like like you need to be inspired, but sometimes you can get inspired knowing that you're an inspiration.
Yeah.
Like if you know that like your fitness journey is gonna help somebody else, that's a little bit of extra gas to say, hey, let me go and get this workout because somebody watching, and I don't want to let these people down. You know.
Exactly.
So our friends are like that. They all, you know, they all mention working out or something, and we don't necessarily have to say anything, you know, and it's just because, you know, they see the example, so they want to join in and reap the benefits of it. So that's always a good thing.
Most
And
definitely.
everybody
Man.
likes a little competition. You
True.
know,
competition is good.
Yeah. Let me work out with you. You know, and then, you know, we work out, and of course they feel like they're gonna die while they're doing it, but then they come back.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, I feel like, all right, she, you know, I can do this. You know, this is my first time I could do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, once again, I keep giving them credit, but when I started my journey, and in October of 2018, it was your brother, Rock. You know, he pulled me aside. That tailgate, everybody was laughing because I was sitting in that chair, and the chair was sinking into the ground, and they was recording me and everything, and I didn't know. And then one of the older frat brothers sent me the video, and I was with Rock at the time, and he was just like, don't worry about it, man. You got to start taking care of yourself. We're going to start working on it. And he went out his way to help. He didn't have to do it because he was training other people.
There. He's been
there. Exactly. He told me his story.
Almost died.
Yeah.
You know, like he had sleep apnea like crazy. And we would always tell him, Andrew, you're not breathing when you sleep.
Yeah.
And finally he went to do a sleep study. And after like 2 or 3 hours, they're supposed to let you sleep and monitor you for like 6 hours. And after 2 or 3 hours, they woke him up and was like, nah, we're afraid that you might die. Yeah. And so it was like a wake-up call for him.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you've seen the pictures and you remember when he was at his heaviest. Yeah. And it was just like, sometimes you need that wake-up call. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the wake-up call is not always great sometimes it's good to get that motivation, but sometimes that wake-up call ain't good. Yeah. And then that gives you that motivation like, oh, I need to do something. So it's good to have somebody that's been there that can help you through the journey because they know the struggle and they know what you're dealing with and they know the pain that you're in right now.
And you see, like, I didn't want it when I started this. I didn't want to just have people that's my size that got to have a lot of weight loss. I wanted everybody because we all struggle with something and we all have to do health problems, health reasons. We all have to live a healthy lifestyle. So I wanted them to get it from every angle, not just the person that need to lose 300 pounds. Yes. Be the person that's in fit, but, you know, they have their struggles too. So, you know, this is awesome, man. Like, it's awesome getting information from different type of people, man, that, you know, it's great. Like, I can't thank Rock enough, man. Like, cause
man, that's a good guy.
Yeah, real good guy. Like, he took the training wheels off, and I was kind of confused for a little while when he took the training wheels off and left, because it was just like, okay, what to do now? But it was a test. Will you continue to do it, or are you gonna just stop because Rock was helping you and now Rock gone? Yeah. And then it was just like, okay, I could do this on my own. And then it just took off like boom. And then just helping others, like B said, when you're an inspiration to others, it motivates you, and then now other people starting to reach out. Like I had a person reach out for me to wear they fitness clothes just when I'm working out and put it in their video, and I'm just like,
yep.
Nobody never do that. But man, I see you getting it in, man. Just wear my apparel when you're working out, man, in your videos. All right, cool.
And now he counting on
you.
you.
Work out with me. So
well, now he counting on you now, because if you wearing his apparel, you can't go backwards now.
Yeah.
So now you got an obligation to him, and that's always a way mentally to just keep yourself focused.
And then it's like with this too. Like I'm on this podcast, and I'm being trained, because that's one of the hardest things. That was hard for me. And when Rock helped me out, I was at my heaviest. I was close to 600 pounds, and he was just like, "Bro, you need to start taking care of yourself." And he whenever I started working out with Rock, I was 563, and within the first 3 months, I dropped like 30 pounds quick, because it was something new. Like he was making me walk a mile, and I'm a PE coach, and I wouldn't even walk in a mile being a PE coach. I'm just blowing my whistle and telling them what to do. But then the kids start to notice, all right, coach, you're getting more active. You're actually hooping with us now. Okay. You trying to run routes against us. So it's like, all right. And then, now it's getting to the point to where I can do a mile under 14. I'm like at 14 minutes.
Come on, man.
That's awesome.
First time I ever did a mile with Rock, he was laughing because I was trying to cheat. I was trying to cheat so bad. I would pause it, and I would take a picture, because I would always beat him to the gym first. So I would pause it, I would take a picture, and then I would be like, all right. And I'll see somebody else working out, and then I would go take a picture of theirs and be like, yeah, man, I got my mouth. He was like, you lying. He was like, you lying. And then the first time he did it, like he literally sat right next to me and watched me do my mile. It was like 32 minutes on the treadmill. Yeah. So I've come a long way, man.
That's awesome, though.
I've come a long way. But
You're doing great.
You gotta appreciate the journey, and doing this, it keeps me, like you said, B, like it taps in your mental. Okay, you gotta keep going, because you can't be a bullshitting people if you're not doing what you gotta do.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man.
So
right.
Yeah, man, like this journey, and then you gotta attack it head on. Another thing is, I tell people, especially when we get older, we gotta actually go and see the doctor. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing for me, being afraid to go to the doctor. Like, I ain't never want to go to the doctor, because I was afraid.
Of what they were gonna say.
Hey man, look, you're diabetic, you're at risk of heart disease, this, that, and the third. And it was just like, bro, it was gonna bring me to a bad place, because I know what it did with my dad. I know it, it took my dad away, so I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear it, but I started going, and now I understand the importance of it. I really understand the importance of it.
Yes.
But man, like, one last question, and I forgot to ask you on your sports podcast about it, Q aerobics.
Yeah.
Q aerobics, man. I seen it helped some people out. Like I seen one of my homegirls. She in Houston, not Georgia, and like
hey man, G, but G been at it, man. When G was coming work out with me over here, it was her and a little chick named D, I think, Leandra. And man, G been on it, but when she moved, something clicked.
Yeah.
Something clicked, man, and man, like she doing well, man.
Yeah, like G, I see her. I was like, man, you're doing a damn thing, G. But man, kind of talk about Q aerobics, man, because like I said, that helped a lot of people out. It's entertainment. You're moving. You're burning calories. Like,
well, for me, man, when I would travel all over, man, I do these festivals, and I look off into the crowd, and I see a lot of people who seemingly look like they may not work out often, that can totally outdance any little skinny Zumba instructor in the world. Because in the right environment, with the right music, in the right situation, like they go hard, and they don't even realize Like
exactly.
they burning calories, but they don't even know. So I was like, why not just take something that people do on a normal daily weekend turn up time and make it into a fitness platform. So it was also a great way to cross promote my music because I could use my music to keep people moving. And that's kind of where the creation came. And then, we developed it, man. We were in Connecticut. I was in Connecticut, me and Yogi and Fat.
Shout out to Yogi, man.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, so we was in Connecticut, man, and we always joke around, man. We were working out, and they had this little guy, this older guy. He was like, "You guys look like you're some football players." I was like, "Nah," but when he told us that, I'm like, "I ain't supposed to look like no football player. I'm a singer." And when he looked in the mirror, bro, and turned around, if you ask Yogi to tell you this story, he says that we looked in the mirror, and when he turned around, the man disappeared. so he said it was the fitness. He said it was the fitness fair. He was like, "Oh my God, where he went?" And I think the dude just went around the corner. But he was like, "He disappeared. Oh, that's a sign." And bro, ever since that day, man, we got in motion. So what we would do is every time we would do sound check, man, we would like do all kind of extra stuff doing the Cupid shuffle. We would do like planks and just all kind of crazy stuff. And then like I lost like 10 pounds. Like when we got off the road, and I was like, you know what, this could be something. And then I was in Orlando for this neighborhood it was with Steve Harvey, and Steve and I was sitting down having breakfast, and I told him what I was gonna do, and you gotta know Steve, bro.
No.
Steve's exact word was, "Damn, so I ain't finna put on fitness DVD out looking like that." And in my mind, I thought I was kind of fit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he really made me realize, like, dog, you can't sell this if you don't look the part. And coming from him, he don't play. So after that, man, it was. I went on a mission, bro, and I shot it myself, put it out myself, and it's just been saving people's lives. And again, it's just to get people moving. Just to get them off the couch.
Exactly. And one of my partners, he live in Lafayette, but he's from Orlando. How ironic. Big Rich, man. He was on Biggest Loser, and he was one of the guys that stayed. Even when I moved away, it was like, hey, bro. The key is to stay active. Like, I don't care what it is you're doing, stay moving. Like, stay moving throughout your day. It don't have to be a full-fledged, like Miss April said, hit 10 power cleans and then sprint. Like, no, it ain't got to be that. Just stay moving, bro. Just stay moving. And that has really been really helpful because now I'm out of 500. I'm out of the 500 club.
That's
so that's an inspiration in itself. It's just like, man, okay, like I know I can do it now. I'm seeing the results, so it's really like it's I give the glory to God, because through rock, he was able to get me going on this journey. But man, once again, man, I definitely appreciate y'all coming through and sharing some knowledge with us, man. Like, I really appreciate y'all, man. Stay killing it. One day I'm going to come out there and get a workout with y'all.
Come to the dungeon.
Give me some time, man. Give me some time to come to the dungeon, man. The dungeon.
We will create the workout based on where you are.
Right now, it'd have to be, with this going on, it'd have to be a straight, lower body and cardio.
That's fine. I love those.
No. You see, I can tell already I'm going to be crawling. I'm going to be crawling back to my car.
Let me say this, man. Most men don't like to work out legs, right?
Yeah.
Man, she be putting so much leg workouts and stuff, man. I'm talking about curtsy squats. I was like, what is that? Like, just lunges and stuff. But I will say, it works.
It does work. It does work. And what some old man told me one day in the gym, he was like, don't ever skip leg day, young man. I was just like, okay, why are you telling me that? He was like, testosterone. I was like,
absolutely. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you another story. I had a client who, she was probably in her 60s. And, we trained, and she was like, I'm going to buy a session for my husband. And so he came, and I trained him once, and then he wanted to keep coming back. So about a month, she came to me one day, and she was like, thank you. Because He is totally different.
Paul not playing no more, boy.
And they were in their 60s. They were in their 60s.
Pressure.
So, you know.
Yeah. Straight like that, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. But man, I definitely appreciate y'all coming on, man, and sharing, dropping some nuggets, man, and sharing y'all experiences with us, man. Like, really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Anytime I have something, I'm always hit y'all up to come through.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot of knowledge.
Next time we in Lake Charles by BJ, we gonna all get together and work out.
Whew. All right.
So
I'm gonna make sure y'all give me a heads up ahead of time so I can make sure, look, I'm eating right and everything, and because I'm doing 2 days now. I wake up in the morning, I give me some cardio in, and then I hit it in the evening after school.
That's
before
good.
I do my grad school work. So I'm doing 2 days now, man. So,
Now let me tell you something about that too. Okay, so you know how a car, right? You drive your car, your car is sitting in the garage and it's cold, right? You take it out for a drive. You put it back in the garage and sit it down. An hour later, you come back and you touch the hood of the car. It's still hot, right?
Yeah.
So it's still burning fuel, not fuel, but it's still burning after you've already stopped it and put it back in the garage. Our bodies are the same. You get up, you start burning those calories, then you're burning more calories throughout the day. So a lot of times people are like, well, I don't like working out in the morning, but sometimes that's the best time to work out because that jumpstarts your body, it jumpstarts your metabolism, and that way you're burning more calories throughout the day. And then you put an icing on the cake by working out again in the evening.
Yeah. And it's refreshing because it gets your day started. Because, in our profession, Ms. April, we going to deal with other people's kids. So,
I know.
We gotta get
you need it for your
prepared.
mental. Exactly.
Yeah. You get that mind working, like, all right, you awake now.
Exactly.
Go get yourself ready for work, and then when little Billy come in there singing Young Boy and cursing, you're gonna be already prepared.
Right.
So you're gonna be ready prepared for it. But man, once again, bro, I appreciate y'all coming through and sharing y'all story with me, man. It's gonna help so many people out, man.
Anytime.
Really appreciate y'all. And to everybody, gonna watch and gonna listen, it will be on Spotify and on Apple Podcast. So until next time, man, we out.
All right, man. Thanks, bro.
No problem, brother.